Hi guys, this is the long-awaited review on the Cheyenne Hawk Pen. I've had quite a lot of people messaging me, asking me for the review on this. Bought it the other week. I wanted to test run it on a few different designs, just get a feel for the pen, and so I could give a nice, honest review. I've purposely held back on the review, like I say, because I wanted to do different things with the pen. I wanted to do some script, I wanted to do some black and grey work, I wanted to do some colouring, and I've had quite a varied week of work this week, and I've managed to use the pen for different designs, and I feel like now I can share with you my thoughts on the pen and basically throw in my review. So, review for the pen. Price wise, let's start from the beginning. I paid £420 plus VAT for this pen, which came to £504, I think, something like that, in the UK. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about cartridges. I missed out on the Cheyenne Thunder. I never bothered with the Cheyenne Hawk, the Cheyenne Thunder. I've gone straight to the pen for cartridges after doing quite a lot of research on them. My biggest concern before I bought this pen was the give system, and I couldn't find anywhere or any information on how the give system works on it, and that put me off buying it for a while. My go-to rotary machine at the moment is the Dragonfly X2, and on the Dragonfly there's a review up on it if you check my other videos if anyone's interested. But on the Dragonfly, on the top of it there's a screw which, if you screw it anti-clockwise, it gives you give on the machine, and if you screw it clockwise it goes to no give. And this machine didn't have that. So basically I was concerned that I was going to buy a machine which either hit like a jackhammer and it would hit too hard, or the other way it was too soft. And I've been seeing a lot of stuff about these machines. You can click the cartridge out, save loads of time setting up, bending needles, different grips, tips, and I was intrigued as to how this machine could do both with no apparent give system. So basically I bit the bullet, I jumped in and I got one. And to be honest, I mean, I've got no affiliation with Cheyenne here, and I'll say what I see and I'll say my findings. To be honest, this machine, without doubt, is the best machine I have ever used. It is just a pleasure to use this machine, and I was so it runs so smooth. My initial thoughts about this machine was how quiet it was when it's running. Really quiet, super quiet machine. But not just how quiet, it's how fluid it is. And I apprenticed with coil machines. My mentor was an old school guy. I was taught with coil machines. I was taught everything about coil machines. And if I was giving advice to anyone that were getting into tattooing and thinking about buying one of these, and thinking about jumping straight onto one of these, what I will say is I'm not going to go down the whole apprenticeship debate thing because it's old, it's boring. But what I will say about these is, if you're if you're starting out on your journey with tattooing, I wouldn't recommend jumping in buying one of these straight away. I say this to everyone, if you're starting out tattooing, get a coil machine, because a coil machine, what you will learn on a coil machine is just invaluable. Get yourself a decent pair of coil machines, a liner, a shader, get some Mickey Sharps. I was taught Mickey Sharps, and then once you've mastered a coil machine and tuning them and this, that and the other, then you'll get a feeling for your stretching hand. You'll know. There's just too much stuff to even explain, but you'll basically, without sounding weird about it, but you'll become one with your machine, and you'll feel when the needles go into the skin with your stretching hand, and there's just so much to learn about a coil machine. But I'm assuming that people watching this review of the pretty clued up on how to tattoo. And if you are pretty clued up, when you're looking for a machine and you fly it and you are full-time tattooing, then you are not going to be disappointed with this machine, let me tell you. When I went from when I went from coil machines to rotaries, I found a big void in the middle. There was quite a lot of transitioning over, especially for lining. And for lining, my line work has never been fantastic for single passing with rotary machines. I like rotary machines because of the lightness, but I love coil machines because they popped those lines in, and I could never really, you know, when I'm doing one pass lines with rotary machines, I always find myself, you know, pulling the line, then going back over the line, and then sometimes sculpting the line as well, just to make sure that ink's in. This pen has alleviated all that. This pen, it's so strange because it's so similar to using a coil machine, and it's really strange concept because you're holding this really light machine. It's only 120 grams. You're holding this really light machine and you're lining with it, and not only does it pop the lines in like a coil machine, it feels like a coil machine with your stretching hand, if that makes sense to people. I know it's a bit hard to describe a feeling, but I'm going to try my best. But guys, if you know what I'm talking about, you know, you're lining with your coil machine and you can feel in this hand, you feel in your stretching hand, you can feel the needle going in, and you get that very specific feeling, what a coil machine gives you. I'm not on about the machine vibrating in your hand, I'm not on about that feeling, I'm on about in your stretching hand. Well, this machine gives you that feeling. It's like lining with a coil machine. It's really strange. Now, when you pull a line with this, you wipe off and boom, it's in. And it really is. There's no messing about with this machine. It just puts the ink in, and it is literally, without sounding too cliche, but it is literally like tattooing with a pen. The ink just goes in, one pass line, boom, let's go, let's move on. Now, for shading, again, it's so smooth. And what Cheyenne have done, I don't know how they've done it. I don't know if I don't know how it works, but basically there's a happy medium between hitting hard and the give, and it's somewhere like bang on in the middle. So you've got enough hit to line with, but you've also got enough give to shade with, and that's what I absolutely love about this machine. It's the best of both, and you don't need to change anything. I mean, I line and shade with this machine round about 10 volts, 9.5 volts, and I know it's a lot to do with hand speed and technique, but I find that just works for me, and I don't have to dance around with the power supply. If I'm really packing some colour in, and it's taking it's an area that really needs to be concentrated on to pack it in really solid. Maybe I'll turn the power supply down a tad, but to be honest, 9.5, 10 volts, it just seems to work. Everything works for me. Now, here's the other thing. You know, I was mentioning about lining. It's very similar to a coil machine. When you're colour packing with this machine, now this is the really strange thing. The bog that you get with a coil machine, again, I'm speaking, and I'm assuming people know what I'm talking about, but the bog, when the machine bogs down with a coil machine, you know, and you set it, so you're just chilling with your machine, and the ink's going in, you're wiping off, everything's going nice and smooth, and you can feel the bog. This machine bogs down, and it's really strange. I don't know how it does it. I don't know if it's because of the cartridge, or because of the machine. I don't know. I don't know how these machines are put together. But all I know is this machine, it just nails every corner. It shades perfect. It lines perfect. And when you colour pack in, you get the bog. It's really strange concept for a rotary. Again, I don't know a thing about the technology that goes into these machines, but what I do know is this machine, if you buy this machine, you're a working artist. Again, I've got no affiliation with Cheyenne. I'm not paid to say this. But if you buy this machine, I can't see you having a problem with it. Again, it's the way I tattoo. It works for me. It might not work for someone else, but I've heard a lot of people say a lot of good things about this machine, and I'm another person saying a lot of good things about this machine. I cannot sing this machine's praises enough. I use this machine every single day now, every single day for every job. I still like to tinker with my coil machines now and again. The Dragonfly, it's took a back seat now. It's it'll probably be in the cupboard now for backup, basically, because I can't think of a job where I wouldn't use this machine. For script, again, you know, doing some nice fine script. When I do script, I tend to sculpt the lines, and it's just effortless with this machine. It really is effortless. I don't know how Cheyenne are going to top this, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how they're going to top this. But guys, again, if you're looking for an all-rounder machine, an all-in-one machine, yeah, it's pretty pricey, but you know, you're going to get that money back after a couple of tattoos anyway. Get the tools for the trade, and this machine, it's a winner. It just covers all bases, and it's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer. So I'll quickly hook it up so you can see it running, and just so you can see how smooth it is and how loud it is. I'm just connect this power, and this is running at like 9 volts. These aren't original Cheyenne cartridges, they're easy cartridges. To be honest, as far as work-wise goes, I haven't noticed any difference. And here's the cool thing with this: if you twist this grip, you can actually change the depth of the needle. So if you see, try and line it up for you. See the needle there? So if I turn this grip, see that? So you've already got oak sticking out there, and if you want a longer throw, just twist it the other way. I mean, look at the throw on that. Look at that. That's serious. That's some serious throw. And again, this machine, it just saves so much time setting up, you know, bending needles, checking, you know, everything's done for you. Just click and go. So, you know, just take it out like that, clip it out, click your next one in, you know, mag to a liner in seconds, and you're ready to go again. So, guys, say what you will, but my findings with this machine are absolute second to none. I've not found a machine which has topped this, and I think it's going to be a long time before anyone does. So if you like this video, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and there'll be more coming soon. Cheers, guys.